and the two sides have to work together against evil. Hey, hi, hello, I'm Pia. In the month of May, I have created a semi-unrealistic and very ambitious TBR. I'm really hoping to read a lot more like contemporaries and things that are more my style. I just have not been enjoying what I've been reading lately. I've just kind of been reading to read and it has not been a fun time. So I am hoping that some of these will spark some freaking joy in my life and reinvigorate my love for reading and for that stuff. So I have a lot of books here. If I read all these books, like, honestly, someone call 911. Someone call emergency services. I am not okay. I have a lot to choose from. That's kind of how this goes. But yeah, let's get into it. If you've not already seen— oh, just kidding, it's not out. A little bit of a spoiler for my April wrap up if you have not already seen it, and if it's already not out, no one knows. I did not read my Anne book last month. Anne of Ingleside, the month got away from me. I just, like I said, I wasn't enjoying what I was reading, so most of my reading took a really long time. So I didn't get to my Anne book, so I will be doubling down, meaning I will be reading Anne of Ingleside this month, as well as reading A Rainbow Valley. I will be reading them and having reading vlogs for these books, as I've been trying to do this whole month, to have— or this whole month, this last few months, I guess, to have this sort of like book club-esque situation. Then I have my carryovers from last month. So I didn't finish Meet Cute. Not sure how I feel about this. I'm about a little over halfway through this. I'm listening to the audiobook. I picked this up because my library had it and I felt like listening to an audiobook. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the one, but I think it's okay. When You Get the Chance by Emma Lord. I know I finally started this book. I'm on page 79. Yeah, I am not very far through this. I think I started it in one sitting and I haven't picked it up since. But I'm very excited to read more of this. I love Emma Lord. Her books are just like a freaking cupcake to me. I just like pick them up and I'm like, oh, this is so great, and then it's gone before I know it. Guys, that metaphor that was too much for me. Anyway, this is about a girl named Millie, thank you, oh my gosh, named Millie, who has aspirations, dreams of being a Broadway star, and she gets into this kind of like prestigious school to study acting and Broadway things, but her dad won't let her go, and so she's like, well, frick you. I'm gonna go find my mom, her biological mom, who she has never known, and she's going to go on that kind of— I want to call it an adventure, I want to call it a wild goose chase, but there seems to be an enemies to lovers romance as well brewing in this one, and I want to say that it is in the same world as her other books. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I think one of the characters, they mentioned something about Tweet Cute, and I was like, guys, my favorite book. It's really short. I'm very sad that it's that short, but I'll read it. And I love it. Along that same vein, I have I Kissed Sarah Wheeler. I think it was like a Mandela effect. I thought this was Sarah for the longest time. This is Casey McQuiston's newest book. It's a YA. Yeah, it's coming out like in the beginning of May. It's coming out when this video goes out. I'm like, what day is it? And I'm actually going to a book signing for Casey McQuiston, and they have my book. So I will actually physically own this book and perhaps physically read it depending on my vibe. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I was kind of apprehensive, but now that I know it's kind of like got a little bit of a mystery, it has an unlikable main character, and the Taco Bell references have honestly pulled me in. So I'm quite excited. You guys know I didn't really enjoy Casey McQuiston's last book, One Last Stop, more like One Last Flop. I will make that joke till the day I die, but I'm excited to see what she does with the YA. And yeah. And then I have Part of Your World by Abby Gymnast. This is her newest book, and I have really, really adored her last 3 books. I actually own them somewhere. And this is not set in that same world, so I am very interested to see what it's like. I actually have the audiobook out from my library right now, so I'm like itching to get to it. Not literally, but metaphorically. I'm so excited. She writes the best romances, and I feel like this has the workings to get me out of my reading slump. So. And then I have An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X. Pan. I honestly forgot all about Emily X. Pan for a minute. She took her sweet time coming out with her sophomore novel, but honestly I'm just hoping that makes it all the better. So this apparently is a Romeo and Juliet meets Chinese mythology, and I love Romeo and Juliet. I love Romeo and Juliet retellings, so I'm so hyped. I love Emily X. Pan. Like, her last book, which was her debut, was really so good, and I forgot about it because I read it so long ago, like the beginnings of my booktube days. And yeah, so I'm so excited to pick this up. I really don't know what to expect, but I'm really excited. I love magical realism. Anyway. And then I have The Romantic Agenda. This is kind of like, a lot of these are like my most anticipated releases, so if you're like, I feel like I've heard that before, you have. You have. If you've been here before, you've heard it. You've heard it here last. This is the new Claire Can book. Claire Can wrote Let's Talk About Love. I was gonna say Let's Not Talk About Love. I don't think that's what it's called. And this is her first adult novel, adult romance. I believe it has like a bit of a love triangle, but it's like very tropical. We have an ace main character again, which makes me so excited. I love ace romances. I love that they're like starting to come into the mainstream. I'm so excited. I would love to read more of her books. She's already like come out with so many in the time that I have been talking probably. But this one sounds particularly exciting to me, and I hope it will be a fun beach read, you know, some good representation. I'm excited. Another new release that shockingly I did not get to came out is The No-Show by Beth. I'm not surprised that I didn't get to this because I have a history of putting off books that I'm excited about because let's not have a therapy session at the moment. But anyhow, this is about 3 women who are all supposed to meet this one guy for a date, I believe on Valentine's Day. He just like disappears, like I don't know where he goes, but I would love to find out, would I not? Beth O'Leary writes like some of the best books. The best books. I just made my mom read The Flat Share, which you guys know has like a very, very special place in my heart, and I literally have never been disappointed by a Beth O'Leary book. You could tell me like this was about like a shoe and like I probably would read it. I probably would read it and probably give it 4 stars. So, and then the other new release that I'm going to be reading for this month is See You Yesterday. This is Rachel Lynn Solomon's newest book. I've been reading a lot of her books recently and really enjoying them, so I'm very excited. I actually got approved for this arc. So excited about. This is like a kind of time loop, time travel. I just talked about how I didn't like this in my recent wrap up, but I'm not sure. I would love to see it done well. I have put all of my trust, all my faith in Rachel Lynn Solomon. I think she can do it. Have a little time loop situation. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'll see what happens. There's also a lot of other arcs that I'm going to be reading for a dedicated arc vlog, but you're gonna have to stay tuned to see those. Then I have here A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow. This I got a while ago and I think I forgot about it, and then it wasn't springy and I was like, this is too springy for winter. So I waited because I believe it said over the summer. Yes, okay. It's the first sentence and I missed it. Okay, it's set over the summer, it's set in England. I'm very excited. I mean, it looks so cute. Like I said, I'm looking for some cute, fun things to just like make me feel happy and smiley and bubbly and having a good time. I'm very excited about this. I really don't remember much else about it, but it's got some good representation, I believe. Yeah, we have a Latinx main character, and I believe it also deals with some mental health things as well. So, sounds good to me. Then I would also like to read My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I have heard very mixed things about this. I actually just saw Chandler from Chandler Anxiety it, and I think she gave it 1 star. So, I'm nervous. But my brother's girlfriend really, really loves this author, and they have this audiobook in my library, so I was like, I want to feel connected, and I also want to know the tea. I want to know the tea. I see it a lot on TikTok. It's like hot girls read this, so I would love to be a hot girl. And then I would also love to read Rich People Problems because again, I'm not a rich person, so I would love to know what it's like. This is the 3rd book in the Crazy Rich Asians series. It has taken me forever to read this. I'm so slow at reading series. I honestly couldn't even tell you what happens in the last book. There's so many characters, but I love listening to these on audio. They're so fun. Yeah, these are just like a good time. Oh, I have like all these other books that I'm gonna read for a video, but I'm just not gonna tell you about it. So the last book I'm going to read this month is going to kill me, probably. Is it gonna kill me? Is it gonna kill you? Both maybe. I feel like I've had like a baby. Like this is a good hefty let's just show you. It's the prior thing I show you. I've had this for so long, since it was popular, but now it's kind of popular again. I don't know. I've had this for so long. I bought this on Amazon when it was like on sale. It was like 13 bucks. Like I was like, okay, steal. And I even started it. There's a tab in here. I think I got like 200 pages through. There's a bookmark. I found it. I got 200 pages through it and I stopped reading it. I'm gonna commit to this month. I'm gonna have a whole reading vlog because I was looking at my channel the other day and I was like, why are the videos where I talk about the prior of the Orange Tree the most popular and I still haven't read it? You guys obviously are saying you want me to read this. So I'm going to. Am I? I'm like staring at this. I have told myself, you know, I want to read this book, I want to read more big books, and I want to finish books that I've been reading for years now. So I might have to restart it, but yeah. If you didn't know, this is about like dragons and like 2 different, it's like the east and the west side dragons, and like one side really loves dragons and they're like riding all the dragons, having a fun time. The other side is like, ah, yikes, these dragons suck. My description is so good. And there's like 26 different characters and there's like a lot of like relationships and stuff. I know there's a queer relationship, I think a female-female relationship, and the 2 sides have to work together against evil. Honestly, I think that was a good description on for not having read this in years. For the mowing the lawn in the background, I think that's pretty good. Those are the books I want to read this month. Maybe, maybe not. You'll see. Make sure to like and subscribe to all the things so you can see if I end up reading these books. And with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!